Today we are going to start one chapter from inorganic chemistry section, that is chapter number 7, elements of group 16, 17 and 18. In long form of periodic table, the elements are classified into four blocks, that is S, P, D and F. So this classification of elements into four blocks, it is based on the fact that whether outermost electron enter in s orbital, p orbital, d orbital or f orbital. So in case of s block elements, outermost electron enter in s orbitals. In case of p block elements, outermost electron enter in p orbitals. Whereas in case of d and f block elements, outermost electron enter in d and f orbitals respectively. The elements belonging to s and p block in the periodic table, these are called as representative elements or main group elements. Especially p block elements, they are placed in group number 13 to group number 18. This is the long form of periodic table. There are four blocks, as I said. So this is the S block. In S block there are two columns, first and second. This is the D block. In D block there are 10 columns, column number 3 to column number 12. And this is P block. In P block there are 6 columns or groups, group number 13 to group number 18. And this is the F block. This is the outline of periodic table. So in first column there are 2 elements. So in first row there are 2 elements. In second row there are 8 elements. In third row there are again 8 elements. In fourth row there are 18 elements. In fifth row there are again 18 elements. In sixth row there are 32 elements. In seventh row also there are 32 elements. So in this way there are 7 rows and there are 18 groups or columns. Group number 1, 2 and group number 13 to 17, these are normal or representative elements. Group number 3 to 12, these are called as transition elements. And especially group number 18 elements, these are the noble gases or inert gases. So this is the outline of the periodic table. So in this chapter we are going to focus on the elements belonging to group number 16, 17 and 18. Now just focus on this P block elements. In P block, as I said, there are 6 groups, group number 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 and 18. Group number 13, it is a boron family. Group number 14, it is a carbon family. Group number 15, it is nitrogen family. Now these 3 groups we already studied in standard 11. Now group number 16, these elements are called as oxygen family elements or chalcogens. Group number 17, these are the halogens, that is fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine and astatine. Group number 18, these are the inert gases, that is helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon and radon. Group number 16, these are oxygen family elements. Just names of these elements are oxygen, sulfur, selenium, tellurium and polonium. So in this way, in this chapter we are going to focus on group number 16, 17 and 18 elements. Now occurrence. First of all, in group number 16, the most important element is oxygen, and this oxygen occur in atmosphere. You know, in atmosphere there is approximately 20% oxygen. On earth crust it occur as a gypsum, it is a salt. So these are the minerals of oxygen. Gypsum, that is calcium sulfate bihydrate, then Epsom salt MgSO4 7H2O, that is magnesium sulfate heptahydrate, and barite, it is a barium sulfate. So these are the salts of sulfur or minerals of sulfur. Galena, it is one of the important mineral, that is lead sulfide, then zinc blende ZnS, copper pyrite CuFeS2. Then important minerals of fluorine are fluorospar, that is CaF2, cryolite Na3AlF6, fluoropatite, that is thrice Ca3PO4 twice, that is calcium phosphate, calcium fluoride. So these are the minerals of fluorine. So this is the mineral of chlorine, that is carnallite KCl MgCl2 6H2O. So this is about the occurrence of some important elements of group 16 and group 17 on earth crust. Then next important part, that is the electronic configuration of elements of group 16, 17 and 18. General electronic configuration of p block element is ns2 np126. It means in case of p block elements, progressively electron is added in p orbital. Actually there are 3 p orbitals, and capacity of 3 p orbital altogether is a 6 electrons. So one by one electron enter in p orbital, and p orbital is in the process of filling. So this is the general electronic configuration of p block elements, that is ns2 np126. Now in group number 16, that is in oxygen family, there are 5 elements. Oxygen, its atomic number is 8, sulfur atomic number is 16, selenium atomic number is 34, tellurium 52, and polonium 84. So these 5 elements, these are placed in group number 16. Electronic configuration of this element is, general electronic configuration is ns2 np4. So s orbital is completely filled. In case of these elements, s orbital is completely filled, and p orbital is in the process of filling, of course, but in p orbital there are 4 electrons. For oxygen, configuration is helium. In helium there are 2 electrons, that is 1s2. Then after that 2s2 2p4. So altogether there are 8 electrons. Out of 8 electrons, 2 electrons are accommodated in the K shell, and remaining 6 electrons are accommodated in L shell, KL. Sulfur configuration is, outermost configuration is 3s2 3p4. For selenium 3d10 4s2 4p4. Tellurium 4d10 5s2 5p4. polonium 4f14 5d10 6s2 6p4. याच्यामध्ये तुमच्या लक्षात आलं असेल की ऑक्सिजन मध्ये आणि सल्फर मध्ये डी ऑर्बिटल नाही आहे. डी ऑर्बिटल स्टार्ट्स फिलिंग फ्रॉम सेलेनियम. सेलेनियम मध्ये डी ऑर्बिटल आहे, आणि टेलोरियम मध्ये पण डी ऑर्बिटल आहे. पोलोनियम मध्ये डी ऑर्बिटल आणि एफ ऑर्बिटल पण आहे. तर स्पेशली ऑक्सिजन आणि सल्फर मध्ये काय नाही आहे, d orbital is not there. Now electronic configuration of group number 17 elements, that is halogen family. In halogen family again there are 5 elements: fluorine atomic number 9, chlorine 17, bromine 35, iodine 53, astatine 85. Astatine is a radioactive element. So fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, these are well known halogens. Their general electronic configuration is ns2np5. In p orbital there are 5 electrons. So for fluorine, outermost configuration is 2s2 2p5. For chlorine 3s2 3p5. Bromine 3d10. Now d orbital is there in case of bromine. 3d10 4s2 4p5. For iodine 3d10 5s2 5p5. And astatine 4f14 5d10 6s2 6p5. So general configuration is ns2np5. In case of group number 18 element, that is for noble gases, the elements are helium atomic number 2, neon 10, argon 18, krypton 36, xenon 54, and radon 86. Their general configuration is ns2np6. s orbital as well as p orbital is completely filled. There is a exceptional configuration for helium. In helium, last electron enter in s orbital even though it is placed in p block. Its configuration is 1s2. So most of the properties of helium are similar to neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon, and therefore it is placed in this group number 18. For neon, configuration is 2s2 2p6, argon 3s2 3p6, krypton 3d10, d orbital is there, 4s2 4p6, xenon 4d10 5s2 5p6, and radon 4f14 5d10 6s2 6p6. So in this way, in case of group number 18 elements, outermost configuration is ns2np6 and outermost shell is completely filled, and therefore these are chemically less reactive and they are gases, and therefore they are generally called as noble gases. Then next point is atomic properties of elements of group number 16, 17 and 18. So just one by one we are going to discuss what is atomic and ionic radii and trend in periodic table. Then what is ionization enthalpy and its trend in periodic table. Actually, atomic and ionic radii, meaning of atomic radius or atomic size, it is the distance between center of nucleus and outermost shell, that is the atomic radii. And atomic radii or ionic radii is directly proportional to atomic size. Ionization enthalpy, it is the amount of energy required to remove outermost electron of isolated gaseous atom to form cation. It is called as ionization enthalpy. This is one of the atomic property of element. Then electronegativity, this is considered only when element is present in combined state, and electronegativity means tendency of an element to attract electron towards itself in combined state, that is called as electronegativity. So this is one of the atomic property. Electron gain enthalpy, it is amount of energy absorbed or released when isolated gaseous element gains one electron and forms negative ion, that is anion. That energy it is called as electron gain enthalpy. Now the first physical property is atomic radius or size of atom. So it is the distance from the center of nucleus up to outermost electron or up to valence shell. That distance is called as atomic radius, and greater the atomic radius, greater is the size of atom. There are four types of atomic radii: covalent radii, metallic radii, van der Waals radii, and ionic radii. So covalent, metallic, van der Waals radii. So these are the types of atomic radii or atomic radius. What are the factors which affect on atomic size or atomic radius? First important point is atomic size. It depends upon number of shells and atomic size, it is directly proportional to number of shells. As number of shells increases, atomic size increases, because from top to bottom, number of shells increases, and distance between the center of the atom, that is distance between nucleus and outermost electron, increases progressively from top to bottom, and therefore from top to bottom atomic size increases as number of shells increases, and therefore atomic size, it is directly proportional to number of shells. Greater the number of shells, greater is the atomic size. Secondly, the atomic size, it depends upon nuclear charge also. Nuclear charge means number of protons present in the nucleus, and this nuclear charge actually increases from left to right in periodic table, because number of protons or atomic number increases from left to right in periodic table, and from top to bottom also the number of protons and atomic number increases. So atomic size decreases with increase in nuclear charge. So from left to right in periodic table, atomic size decreases. Reason for this is, from left to right, number of shells remains constant, and progressively protons are added in the nucleus, and number of electrons also increases in the outermost shell, and therefore the force of attraction between protons present in the nucleus and outermost electrons progressively added in outermost shell increases as we proceed from left to right in periodic table, and therefore shell becomes compact and compact, and total result of this is atomic radius, and hence atomic size decreases from left to right in periodic table. Next factor is atomic size depends upon screening effect or shielding effect, and from top to bottom the screening effect or shielding effect increases. Actually, this screening effect or shielding effect, it is because of the electrons present in f orbitals or d orbitals or inner orbitals. So these electrons form some type of screen in between nucleus and outermost electron, and therefore this screen opposes the force of attraction between nucleus and outermost electron. So total result of this, atomic size increases with increase in screening effect. From top to bottom, screening or shielding effect increases, atomic size also increases. So as I said, from top to bottom in periodic table, atomic size increases. You look at this group number 16 elements: oxygen, sulfur, selenium, tellurium and polonium. From top to bottom, atomic size increases. For group number 17 elements also, from top to bottom atomic size increases. Same is for group number 18 elements. And from left to right in periodic table, from oxygen to fluorine, atomic size decreases, and for neon again it increases. Actually, the noble gases generally have little bit higher atomic radii than the expected, because their outermost shell is completely filled. So from oxygen to fluorine, size decreases and then slightly increases for neon. Similarly, from sulfur to chlorine, it decreases and slightly it is increases for argon. So similarly, For selenium to bromine, atomic size decreases. Tellurium to iodine, size decreases. And from polonium to astatine, size there is a decrease in atomic size. So in periodic table, from left to right, atomic size decrease. But for noble gases or inert gases, it is more than expected. So from left to right in periodic table, atomic size decreases. So next, the physical property, that is ionization potential or ionization enthalpy. And ionization enthalpy, it is the amount of energy required to remove outermost electron from isolated gaseous atom of an element to form a positive ion. So that energy is called as ionization potential or ionization enthalpy. It is always positive. It means energy has to be supplied to the atom or the matter in order to take out electron from its outermost shell, and therefore ionization potential or ionization enthalpy is a positive. So three types of ionization enthalpies may be there. Suppose you consider the example of aluminium. So there are 3 electrons in p orbital. So step by step, when p electrons are removed from outermost shell, corresponding ionization potential, it can be ionization enthalpy or ionization potential 1, ionization enthalpy 2, and ionization enthalpy 3. But here important trend is the ionization enthalpy 3, it is always higher than the ionization enthalpy 2, which is greater than ionization enthalpy 1. Means the energy required to remove first electron from outermost shell, it is slightly less than the energy required to remove second electron. Reason for this is, actually when you are removing first electron, that electron will be removed from the neutral atom, and when second electron you try to remove, then that electron you are going to remove from the positive ion, and actually that electron is strongly bounded with the cation, and extra amount of energy is required to remove that particular electron, and therefore second ionization enthalpy is higher than the first, and third ionization enthalpy is still higher than the second. Then one important factor affect on the ionization potential is size of an atom. Ionization enthalpy depends upon size, and greater the size, lesser is the ionization enthalpy or ionization potential. For top to bottom, atomic size increases, and therefore ionization potential or ionization enthalpy decreases from top to bottom. A reason for this is, as the size of atom increases, outermost electron goes away from the nucleus, and therefore by supplying less energy, one can remove the outermost electron, and therefore less amount of energy is required to remove outermost electron from big atom. And when size is very small, then that outermost electron will be very close to nucleus, and therefore more amount of energy is required to remove electron from that particular atom. So ionization enthalpy depends upon size of atom. Larger the size, lesser is the ionization enthalpy. Second factor is nuclear charge. Again, ionization enthalpy depends upon nuclear charge or number of protons present in the nucleus. Greater the nuclear charge, greater is the ionization enthalpy, because as the number of protons in the nucleus increases, the force of attraction between nucleus and outermost electron will be very high, and therefore more energy will be required to remove electron from the outermost shell, and therefore ionization potential, it is directly proportional to nuclear charge. In the periodic table, nuclear charge increases from left to right in periodic table, and therefore ionization enthalpy also increases from left to right in periodic table. And next factor, it depends upon screening effect. From top to bottom, screening effect increases, atomic size increases, and ionization potential decreases. Greater the screening effect or shielding effect, lesser is the ionization enthalpy. And fourth important factor, ionization potential depends upon electronic configuration. When there is a stable electronic configuration, there will be higher ionization enthalpy, because when p orbital or d orbital is half filled or completely filled, then resulting electronic configuration will be stable. And from stable electronic configuration, if you try to remove electron, then more energy will be needed to remove that particular electron, and therefore in that case ionization enthalpy will be high. So nature of electronic configuration also plays important role in the value of ionization potential, and when stable electronic configuration is there, ionization potential or ionization enthalpy will be very high. Then electron gain enthalpy or electron affinity. Electron gain enthalpy or electron gain energy, it is the amount of energy released, or sometimes it is required, most of the time it is released, when necessary or when isolated gaseous atom gains electron and forms negative ion. That is called as electron gain energy or electron affinity. Most of the time it is negative, in some cases it is positive. For noble gases it is large positive value, and across the row or along the row, electron affinity increases. Non-metals have higher electron affinity. Across the group, means from top to bottom, electron gain energy or electron affinity decreases, and chlorine has highest electron affinity. The next atomic property, next physical property is electronegativity. Already I told you electronegativity, it is a tendency of an atom to attract electron towards itself when it is present in combined state. So electronegativity decreases down the group and increases from left to right in the periodic table. Fluorine has highest electronegativity in the periodic table. Electronegativity depends upon atomic size. Smaller the atomic radius, greater is the electronegativity. It depends upon nuclear charge. Greater the nuclear charge, greater is the electronegativity. It depends upon screening effect, and it is inversely proportional to screening effect. Greater the screening effect, lesser is the electronegativity. And look at this table. In case of group number 16 elements, from oxygen to polonium, atomic radius increases, then ionic radius also increases from top to bottom. Ionization enthalpy decreases from top to bottom. Electronegativity also decreases from top to bottom. Electron gain enthalpy decreases from top to bottom. Density increases from top to bottom. Melting point and boiling point also increases from top to bottom. For group number 17 elements, same trend is there. Atomic radius increases from top to bottom. Ionic radius also increases from top to bottom. Ionization enthalpy decreases. Electronegativity decreases from top to bottom. Electron gain enthalpy decreases. Density increases. Melting point and boiling point also increases. For group number 18 elements, same trend is there. Atomic radius increases from top to bottom. Ionization enthalpy decreases from top to bottom. Electron gain enthalpy decreases from top to bottom. Density increases from top to bottom. Melting point and boiling point increases from top to bottom.